Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of no wins and 2 losses, fighting out of Toro Tech MMA, Tucson, Arizona, Willie, Audifre. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with a record of 1 win and no losses, fighting out of Syndicate MMA right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Kris Savage Ruffin. The referee in charge of the action inside the cage is the one and only Kris Tione.
Round number 1 is underway. Audifre is wearing the red. Ruffin is wearing the white. Again, 3 two-minute rounds. Nice little inside leg kick there from Ruffin, and Audifre says, I don't want any of that. Goes for the takedown, but look at this. Ruffin just sort of overpowering him here. A bit of a sprawl, a bit of a manipulation to get him back to his feet.
Wow.
That was total control from Kris Ruffin.
Audifre wants to get this to the ground, obviously training at 10th Planet, training at
10th Planet Tucson. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Having a BJJ background, wanting to get this fight to the ground. But Ruffin not afraid to throw those kicks.
And Audifre throws a kick as well. That one lands to the midsection. And interesting kicks there from Ruffin. He looks very calm for somebody who's just 1-0, doesn't he?
And who hasn't fought in 2 years.
Yep.
That nice inside leg kick, very low. It's caught Audifre twice. Referee Kris Tione telling him to keep it busy.
And now Ruffin's got the back of Audifre. Let's see what he does with that. Thinks about elevating, abandons that. And again, short rounds. Final 40 seconds here of round number 1. And this has been the story of round number 1 so far. Ruffin just pushing Audifre up against that cage. Nice little knee on the break there from Audifre.
Audifre is breathing very heavy right now, though.
He has been carrying that weight of Ruffin. I don't know if that was a strategy of Ruffin's coming into this, but he has been the heavier fighter so far. Final 10 seconds here of round number 1 again. Little inside leg kick there from Ruffin. Stumbles Audifre a bit. He throws a head kick, but that's checked. End of round number 1.
A little bit of everything in that round. We saw a lot of work from Audifre trying to get Ruffin to the ground. We saw some nice kicks. We saw some nice punches as well. Nice, well-balanced first round there, Dave.
Well-balanced first round. A little bit slow on the action, though.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were both sort of feeling each other out a little bit. It looked like Audifre came out with the idea that this fight was going to go to the ground and he was going to force that action, and then it appeared like he abandoned that idea as the fight was rolling, or as that round was rolling on, rather. So I'm curious as we get into the second round if he is going to be more concerned about keeping this fight standing and focusing on his striking, because he was throwing some powerful shots.
Absolutely.
None of them were getting through because they're being checked by Ruffin, but Audifre, again, came out very deliberate in the beginning of round number 1 and then seemed to shift his strategy a little bit. I'll be curious to hear what his corner is telling him and if he applies that.
I think Ruffin took that first one.
Definitely Ruffin in round number 1.
It was close. It was close.
Two more minutes on the clock. Round number 2 is underway. Again, Ruffin in the white. Audifre is in the red. That kick to the body from Audifre snuck through. That was a good shot. Another good shot from Audifre. Counter, well done by Ruffin. Ooh, big kick to the body. Yeah, so it looks like Audifre has changed his strategy and said, instead of searching for the opportunity to get this to the ground and use my jiu-jitsu, I'm going to use that Muay Thai I've been training. There's been a couple of solid kicks to the body. Another one. That one caught by Ruffin. And he's going for the trip now. He's got him to the ground. Ruffin in top position. Just over 1:20 remaining.
Seeing the guard there by Audifre.
Yeah, very active guard. He's not being lazy. He's trying to manipulate where his hips are in this process, so that way Ruffin isn't able to posture up. He tries to spin out of it. Ruffin does a nice job of getting the back again.
Ruffin gets him up against the cage.
Under a minute remaining here in round number 2. Lots of action in this one. Ruffin drags him down right in front of us here in the broadcast booth. And Audifre trying to get back to his feet. Had some momentary success, but now Ruffin has the back.
Audifre staying very active, though. Not just letting any position just stick.
Great observation. Audifre is working hard. Every single time that Ruffin gets on top of him, he's using those active hips that I'm sure he gleaned from 10th Planet Tucson, and he's escaping. They're back to their feet now. Let's see if Ruffin goes for another drag down as we come to a close for round number 2.
Audifre doing a good job of minimizing the damage up against the cage. He's got a hold of Ruffin's right arm, but Ruffin's sneaking that left through now.
Final seconds of round number 2, and Ruffin keeping Audifre pinned up against the cage. I'm sure trying to make a statement to the judges that he's been in control of this entire round. And Audifre, he goes for a bit of a hip toss, and Ruffin once again ends up in top position. Interesting round. I thought that when Audifre was able to create that distance, he was actually getting the better of the striking exchange. In round number 1, Ruffin looked very comfortable, didn't look threatened by Audifre striking, but round number 2, Audifre started throwing some of those powerful shots to the body, and suddenly the demeanor of Ruffin changed quite a bit.
Oh, that's also when we saw him pick up that kick as well. You know, that changed his game plan there in the second round, and I think he did enough to maybe pull out the second round as well, but another very good round for both of these fighters.
This one could be tied up on the judges' scorecards. I'm just not sure. I mean, I would say round number 2 also goes to Ruffin. So
I think so too.
On our unofficial scorecard, he's up 2-0. However, the body shots were significant, and there was just sort of a couple of drag down takedowns as opposed to big, powerful wrestling shots. So
Ruffin was up first. Or excuse me, Audifre was up first. Ruffin took a few extra seconds there on the stool as he gets dried off by Kris Tyone. Doing a good job keeping control of this match so far.
As always, Kris Tyone, one of the best in the game. Third and final round. Here we go. Fighters touch gloves.
Oh, nice.
Little embrace. Ruffin in the white. Audifre in the red. Oh, man. Audifre, he felt that opportunity. Caught the kick, fired one of his own off, and luckily for Ruffin, he saw it coming. Big kick to the body. Snuck through a little bit to the head, and it looked like it stumbled Ruffin. Ruffin looking for that trip again.
Both guys battling it out to try to get control. Ruffin pushes Audifre up against the cage. Audifre's had some problems getting off the cage, though, when Ruffin has him up against it. Ruffin has the single now. Can he drag him down? He's going to try to pull him off that cage and maybe sweep the leg.
About a minute remaining in this fight.
Gives up on that leg.
Audifre wants to do something. He's going to have to spin out and do it now. And Kris Tyone going to give him an opportunity by breaking it up. I think that was an appropriate separation. A lot of stalling going on here again in the amateur rounds. Referees very cognizant of the fact that they only have 2 minutes, so they are going to call for that action.
It's interesting that we're not seeing Ruffin use more of his reach advantage over Audifre.
He's thrown a very limited number of punches throughout this entire fight. Audifre with a nice counter. Under 20 seconds remaining in this fight. Final moments to do anything. We're down to our final 10. Audifre shoots in for a takedown, thinking maybe this fight is closer than we believe it to be. Ruffin stuffs it, and that is the end of the fight.
Not a whole lot of damage done there in that third round, but if I had to give it to a fighter, maybe Audifre snuck that one out.
I would still go Ruffin.
You think so?
Yeah, only because he controlled the fight for the majority of the round. It was pretty boring. There was stalling. There was that significant shot there from Audifre where he snuck that high kick in that almost became a headshot. It looked like it may have stumbled Ruffin for just a moment, but otherwise Ruffin had more control, it seemed. Even though Audifre was throwing the bigger punches, Ruffin was the one that had him pressed up against the cage. Just, you know, I mean, it could go either way in round number 3. I think you're right, it was very close. But overall, I think it doesn't matter because rounds 1 and 2 went to Ruffin.
Judges' scorecards are being gathered right now as we speak.
Fighters and their corners exchanging some nice pleasantries and taking a moment for the judges to turn in their scores, which
could be a split.
Sometimes means that they had a hard time deciding. Maybe this fight's a lot closer than we thought. Justin Bernard is walking into the cage right now here at the sold-out Thomas & Mack, and he's got the official announcement. Let's find out what they have to say. Audifre has his hand up in the air. He's feeling confident. So does Ruffin. Official announcement right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a 3-round war, we go to the judges' scorecard for your winner by split decision, Kris Savage Ruffin.
Yep, that was closer than we anticipated. Kris Ruffin, though, walking away with a victory tonight. That fight came to us at 185 pounds. We are dropping it all the way back down to 135. We've got a fun one lined up for you. Tuff-N-Uff, it's Pack the Mac. We'll be right back from Las Vegas.
Every parent knows the importance of a healthy smile for their kids. With braces at only $89 per month, there's no reason not to call Absolute Dental right now. Absolute Dental provides complete dental care at affordable prices for your whole family, including children's dentistry and orthodontics. At only $89 per month, creating a healthy smile for you and your kids is only a call away. Call us today to schedule your appointment at 844-8-SMILE now or visit AbsoluteDental.com.